Hello and welcome to this week's workout. So this week we're going to do a little bit of a yoga flow. So you're going to start lying down. So we'll come down onto our backs, find a comfortable position. And then once you're comfortable, just like take your focus onto your breathing. We'll just start with a few nice full deep breaths in and out. So with each deep breath in, we're just trying to draw it down towards the stomach and the stomach to rise. As you breathe out, just allow the stomach to drop back down again. And like I said, we're just going to focus on those deep breaths for a little while. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Take one more deep breath in. As you breathe out, we'll take the arms overhead. Where if you can, like to interlace your fingers. Then we're going to reach out through the whole length of the body. So try and take the hands as far away from the top of the head as you can. Try and point your toes. So really try and make yourself as long as possible. And then as we hold this stretch for a moment, just focus on those deep breaths in and out. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we'll just release that stretch. We can release the arms. We'll bring them down to around shoulder height. From here, I like to bend the legs. We're going to bring the feet to the floor. Trying to keep the shoulders pinned to the ground, which can gently lower the knees to the right. Take them as low to the floor as you feel you can. And we'll ease back to the center. And out to the left. So we're just going to slowly take those knees from side to side. So trying to keep the shoulders down as we do. And if this movement's feeling good today, we can add a little extra in the next time we take the knees back to the right. We can try and take the left knee up towards the right shoulder, still keeping the shoulders down. And we can do the same as you drop the knees to the left. Right knee towards the left shoulder, but if that feels too much, just stick with taking the knees gently from side to side. We're still trying to keep the shoulders pinned to the floor, but this is just going to increase the movement we can get through the back of the body. There's one more option we can add in if we feel we can. We can try and extend the leg, taking the toes towards the fingertips. Again, keeping the shoulders down if we feel we can. And same as we go to the other side, but if that's feeling too much today, don't worry, stick the knee towards the shoulder or gently dropping those knees from side to side, whichever option feels right for you. Last time to each shoulder or each side. Knees back to the center. From here we'll lift the legs, we'll take hold of the shins, we'll draw the knees in towards us if we can. Then we'll just hold it here for a moment. And if this is enough, just hold here. If we feel we can, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to come into happy baby pose. We'll draw the knees a little bit closer in towards the chest. We'll take our feet towards the ceiling, trying to take hold of the inside or the outside of the feet if we can. If we can't reach the feet though, we can take hold of the ankles or the shin. But here we're trying to get our thighs as close to parallel to the floor as we feel possible, and as close to a 90-degree bend of the knee as we feel we can. Then we'll hold, again focusing on those deep breaths in and out as we do. If it starts to feel too much, please just gently release, hug the knees back in towards you. If we can, we're just going to hold here. Breath in. As you breathe out, we'll gently release. We'll hug the knees back in towards the chest. From here, we're going to gently make our way to a seated position. And we'll do that however it feels comfortable. And then from our seated position, we'll gently make our way around onto all fours. Again, just do it however it feels comfortable if we can. We can roll over the knees, bring the hands down, stepping the legs back. We're going to sit with the hands roughly under the shoulders though, knees under the hips. We're going to come into cat and cow, just bring some movement through the back of the body. So as you breathe out, we're going to arch the spine up towards the ceiling. As you breathe in, we're going to arch the spine the other way, pushing the chest down towards the floor. And if it feels more comfortable to have your breath the other way, that's absolutely fine. Please just go in time with your own breath. But we really want to focus on getting as much movement through the back of the body as we feel as possible. And then one more time each way. We'll hold to the center. Here we'll sink into child's pose. So just like push your hips towards your heels. And we can release the arms out in front of us, just sinking as low into the floor as we feel we can. It's just slow as you feel comfortable. And then as we hold, just focus on those deep breaths in and out. Take one more deep breath in. As we breathe out, we'll gently ease back up onto all fours, but we'd like you to keep the forearms down this time. Here we're going to tuck the toes under, and we're going to lift the knees, pushing the hips back and up, so we come into dolphin pose. So here the heels can be lifted, a little bit of a bend in the knees. We're trying to push the hips up high. If we feel we need to at any point, we can lower back down onto the knees at any time. But by pushing the hips towards, the chest towards the thighs, we can get a nice flat back. Still taking the hips high. Take a deep breath in. As we breathe out, if we feel we can, we're going to lift the forearms, come up onto the hands, coming into our down dog. If we needed to first, we can lower the knees, lift the forearms, and then lift up into our down dog. Still here the heels can be lifted, a little bit of a bend in the knees, take the hips high, chest towards the thighs. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to bend the legs. So I like to step your left foot forward. We're going to try and bring it as close to outside the hand as we feel we can, coming into a lunge position. And then as we hold here, I want you to make sure you squeeze your legs. We build some tension to all the muscles of the legs. If we feel we need to, we can lower the right knee to the mat, to the floor. Still keep that squeeze to the legs if you do. So the knees down, knees lifted, we squeeze the legs. That's going to look after our joints. So take a nice deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to add in a rotation. Taking the left hand up towards the ceiling, so we look out over the left thigh. Again, if we need to, lower the right knee to the floor. Take a deep breath in. As we breathe out, we'll bring the hand down to the floor. We're going to step the left foot back, pushing the hips up and into our down dog. So again, heels can be lifted, a little bit of a bend in the knees, hips are high, chest towards the thighs. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we'll bend the legs, we'll take a step forward with the right foot. Again, bring it as close to outside the hand as we can, into our lunge position. If we need to, we can lower that left knee to the floor, or we can keep it lifted. Either way, we squeeze through the legs. Keeping that squeeze, we'll take our deep breath in. As we breathe out, right hand up towards the ceiling this time. Adding in that rotation. Again, if we need to, we can lower that left knee to the floor. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, we'll bring the hand down. We'll step the right foot back, hips high, into our down dog. Take another deep breath in here. On the exhale, I'd like to bend the legs. We're going to gently lower the knees to the floor. So we're back onto all fours. And then here we're going to take the legs a little bit wider. So I'm going to turn to face you. So we want to take the legs as wide as we feel we can. We want to turn the feet so the side of the feet are on the floor. And we want to try and line the ankles up with the knees. Once we've taken the knees as wide as we can, we'll come down onto the forearms. And then we'll hold it here. So as we hold, just focus on those deep breaths in and out. If it gets too much, we can ease back up at any point, ease out of it. Sink into child's pose. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we'll ease back up onto the hands. We'll bring the knees a little bit closer in together. Then from here, decide to make your way to a squat. So we'll step the feet forwards. And we're just sinking to a lower squat as we feel we can hold. So here, the heels can be lifted if we need them to be. This is as low as you feel you can hold it. That's absolutely fine. Wherever you are holding it though, I want you to squeeze your legs. I'm just going to look after all those joints, the knees, the hips, the ankles. Try and lift the chest. And take a nice deep breath in. As we breathe out, we'll come down to a seated position. And we'll take a deep breath in. As we breathe out, like circle your arms overhead. And at the top, we're just going to relax the shoulders, circling the arms back. And then we'll do that again. Nice deep breath. As you breathe out, just relax your shoulders and circle your arms back. And now, there you go. A little bit of a gentle yoga flow. Hope you enjoyed that one. And I'll see you guys very soon.